Please come in and be seated, or maybe you just want to stand up, and maybe you'll just find yourself really happy after you watch this episode of Heavenly Album Covers. And these little episodes that we're doing really needed some padding. They needed some extra stuff, so I grabbed some books from our Heavenly Book Center, which is an aspect of our YouTube channel that is highly unknown. And here is a book by Andre Breton. It is called What is Surrealism? It is containing selected writings by Andre Breton. Andre Breton was the founder of modern surrealism back in the early 20th century, way back hundreds and thousands of years ago. And here is Andre Breton, and he was a great thinker, an artist, a philosopher, and surrealist. And I picked this up a long time ago, and once in a while I pick it up and leaf through it, look at the crazy pictures, and read the text. A lot of this text was underlined by a previous owner of this book. It has a lot of anecdotal notes and annotations, but it's a fascinating book. Surrealism isn't just some willy-nilly, haphazard philosophy. It was a well thought out and determined entity. And this is a great book. If you see it, this is hard to find, and I recommend it. Andre Breton, What is Surrealism? Edited by Franklin Rosemont. And here we are in front of another album, and there's an album cover behind this little record sleeve here, and this is the Billy Jack soundtrack. And Billy Jack was a movie that was created by a gentleman named Tom Laughlin, and Tom Laughlin was somewhat of a genius. He had his own little theories, and he had his own artistic and film ideas about what he should do, and he bravely stormed through the film industry and made a bunch of these Billy Jack movies. And this is the soundtrack from the very first Billy Jack movie. And of course it's called Billy Jack, and I've seen this record cover, this album cover, thousands of times in record bins, but I had never seen a version of this album cover that was so clean and nice, and it just looks huge here. When I found it yesterday, it was inside this, it's like a library, really heavy-duty protective sleeve, and when I saw it in this protective sleeve, I was just impressed. It just looked huge and magnificent. And here's Tom Laughlin. He's in his classic Billy Jack suit, and Billy Jack was a fighter for justice and freedom. A lot of Tom Laughlin's movies about Billy Jack feature people protesting and fighting injustice in the world. The flip side features one of the women actresses in the film. Billy Jack was actually Tom Laughlin's second Billy Jack film. I think the first Billy Jack film was Born Losers, which is also really worth finding. All of the Billy Jack movies are great. This cover is just wonderful. Look how very large Tom Laughlin is in his blue jean outfit and his chapeau, his hat. He looks very fierce, and he's fighting injustice. This lettering is at least 2 inches tall. It's very nice. Let's just pull the camera up and look at his face. Billy Jack was a fighter against injustice, and he was for freedom and justice. And this label is pretty nice. It's got the Billy Jack Records label here. Tom Laughlin founded Billy Jack Records to release his soundtracks, and there are all sorts of Billy Jack songs on here. The big hit off this album was One Tin Soldier by the group Coven, and that song is still around. You can hear it almost every day. And this is the soundtrack from the first Billy Jack soundtrack movie album, and the tripod won't stay still. There we go. It's still out of control.